Planes are flying overhead. Kids are outside. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
Can we get a moment of deep introspection where we both reflect on what it would have been like to be a ball gunner in World War II? You know, those guys would just get shot right off the plane. So let's just think about that for a second.
Is hit.
I can't do it anymore. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I hated it.
Just imagine if you'd had to do that. They're like,
that's what I just
you're
did.
the ball gunner.
Why are you asking me to do it again? That's what I just
All right,
literally
we won't
did.
do it again. Let's just
exactly
move
what
on.
I literally did.
Moving on. All right.
In response,
hello and welcome to the day.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
I'm Jake.
I'm Joel. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Weekly. 2 weeks in a row, everybody. Jake gets the drill now.
We never ever do a take two.
Nope. This episode, Dominaria has been spoiled.
Whoa! Oh my god, I'm so surprised!
So we're going to talk about some Dominaria.
Whoa, it got spoiled before? It got spoiled before a set even came out? The whole... Whoa! I'm flying around!
Then, in our attack step, of course, why not, we're going to talk about leaky boats and how that applies to Wizards of the Coast.
That's a nice ship. Shall we board her? Just like, no!
Oh, wait, you were in a pirate ship.
Oh,
with
yeah.
binoculars. And I was in a submarine.
It's a
so
weird...
we were on different
back
kinds
to
of
the future.
kinds of craft.
It's Back to the Future. There was something weird going on, and then later on in our main phase 2, we're going to talk about the quality of Masters 25. People are opening it to start filling pre-orders.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into it. Spoiler alert, you won't be surprised.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate every single click you give us. If you want to give us a couple more clicks, feel free to go right under this little video and click like or dislike or subscribe, you know, whichever button you feel like clicking.
But as always, don't make an account.
No, if you click it and it's like, would you like to create an account? Get out of there.
But if you're on somebody else's account and you feel like trolling them, definitely throw a sub our way.
Subscribe to us and then go to a YouTube channel called Poppy and subscribe to her if you're really trying to troll somebody.
There are several different types of cameras. This camera looks nice. I like cameras because they all make you look different.
That's it. Every video on her channel is like that. The main video on her channel for the longest time was just her going, I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy.
So it's like she got in a Meisner class and was really like, we're going ham. We're going for it.
Sorry, he hadn't seen Poppy, so I had to take a moment and show him that.
Is it weird that I feel like I've seen it all along?
Guys, before we get into it this week, last weekend was SCG Dallas Modern Open, and a deck called Green Red Ponzo won.
Yeah, we're talking about Modern, and this is really cool.
You're right.
We're in our main phase?
Oh, no, this was still just the... Sorry, Jake's a little off from the Poppy.
Sorry. Yeah. It's funny that she goes by Poppy, which is definitely allegorical to, like, heroin and opium and, like, really going down the rabbit hole.
Guys, I broke Jake this week. We're not going to be able to discuss Magic, turns out.
I woke up early today, which is weird, because normally my day starts, like, in the late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
So this Ponza deck, it's got a lot of land destruction. I had never heard of it. He had heard of it.
Yes. Yes. It is a big... really cool budget deck on MTGO. So
now.
It's one of these decks that you see, you know, popping up, and especially with the unbanning of Bloodbraid Elf, it is just a house.
That's the main thing I wanted to talk about when we talked about this, is how much Bloodbraid has kind of invaded Modern, and how little Jace the Mind Sculptor has.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy, dude. Ponza is particularly destructive to the format because like you have Tron, which runs off specialty lands.
Yeah.
You have tons of modern decks with non-basics.
Yeah.
And Ponza decks run a 4 of Blood Moon in the main. And so it's just like, it's one of these decks that it'll just sweep your deck and you never saw it coming.
Absolutely crazy to see a deck like that win. Kind of cool, though. I like it.
Yeah.
Modern is wide open. Modern is wide open.
Dude, yeah, we were looking at that top 8, and 7 of the decks are different. We did see 2 Storm decks.
Yeah.
Which we can expect. Storm is another budget deck.
Right.
And it's very powerful.
Yeah.
Tier 1 budget. So, you know, a lot of people that want to break into the format, Storm is a really good way to do it.
Definitely. As we move into our main phase 1, guys, we are going to be talking about Dominaria. This is your stopping place now. If you are one of the ones, which is fine, that is avoiding all spoilers and doesn't want to see anything about Dominaria from the leak. For us, it's out. We've seen it. We really dove into the press release that was all text. And we kind of just want to touch on some of our favorite things that we've seen so far. So this is your warning. Spoiler alert. There's a link down in the description below if you want to skip over main phase 1 and go to the attack step immediately. Do it now. So there was a Dominaria leak. I don't know how this keeps happening. First off,
I have a good conspiracy check for it.
yeah, we'll get into that later. But 3 cool things came out of this Dominaria leak that I wanted to talk about and kind of look at and give you our thoughts on.
In addition to Karn?
In addition to Karn. Sagas, the legendary sub-theme, and the Planeswalkers that we've already gotten.
We don't know what kind of format these legendaries are going to go into, but cards that affect legendaries, we do cover finance here just a little bit. And I would say that cards that affect legendary permanents, like these are the kind of cards to maybe start speccing if you can find.
For sure.
You know, like something like Mirror Gallery.
Yeah. If nothing else with this set, we are going to get a treasure trove of new commanders.
Yes.
I'll tell you that.
And humble commanders.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a throwback to old legend sets.
Right.
Which were just like, you know, you would have like a commander that's just like, he's like a 5/4 for 5.
And that's it.
And he's vanilla.
With vigilance.
Yeah. And, or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get a whole slew of new commanders that's really cool if you want to, like, you know, EDH is a really humble format. It's casual. So if you want to be like, all right, we're doing humble commanders, they can't have more than, you know, this toughness, or they can't have more than this ability.
No keywords.
Yeah.
Like, no keywords at all.
Yeah.
You're going to get them in this one.
It's like you can have an ability and that's pretty much it.
Right. So in addition to the legendary sub-theme that became very evident, we also did get a full look at the art of the Saga cards.
Yes.
These things look crazy, man, and they are polarizing as all hell.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, the MTG community is always going to be like, I either love this or I hate this. There's nobody in the MTG community at large that's like, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. So I'll throw the card up right here in the middle of us, and we're kind of looking at it right here on the desk as well.
Yes.
What do you think of Sagas? The art, the flavor? It looks kind of cool to me.
No, I think this is really cool, and it shows that Magic continues to innovate and come up with new cards.
Yeah.
You know, it just shows that you can put pretty much on cardboard and keep it in the realm of the game.
I like the design better than I liked the cards that came back from the graveyard in
the embalmed stuff.
in Amonkhet.
Yeah,
where they had the like sideways thing.
Yeah,
I didn't like the design look of those. I like the Saga design much better.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that we get this, you know, permanent that gets better over time and then goes away. But this is, you know, 3 abilities for 4 mana.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about card advantage and when you're thinking about versatility, these are the kind of cards that really appeal to people. When in like a modern format, Kolaghan's Command, we've already talked about that in previous episodes where, you know, the more versatile a card is, the more, you know, this is effectively a 3-for-1. So any kind of card like that is going to have value, and, you know, only time will tell if these make their way into a deck.
It is very clear also, besides the whole legendary thing, that they are going to be knocking us in the nostalgia bone like crazy with this set.
Wow. if only they had done that with that previous set that everybody's complaining about right now.
What was that set called again?
Oh, I don't know. They might be trying to cover it up with a Dominaria leak.
We'll get to that in a second.
Whoops. I didn't say anything. I said nothing.
Let's talk very quickly about the 4 Planeswalkers that we saw. We got Chandra, Bold Pyromancer, which is a 6-cost red Planeswalker.
It'll be great for cube.
Yeah, we got Jaya Ballard.
Really cool to see this character come back, which is really neat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the cool part there. Karn Scion of Urza, which is a 4 colorless 4
that comes
with
in
a
with
5 loyalty, and his +1. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. An opponent chooses one of them. Put that card into your hand and exile the other with a silver counter on it.
Bro, it's like a card that comes in. Obviously, it doesn't defend itself. It doesn't make dudes.
Yeah,
but
it goes up to
in
6
the right shell, dude. In the right shell, this guy is offering you a baby factor fiction.
Right.
And then you can get the cards back that your opponent doesn't want you to have.
It's interesting. I'm not sure that I like it as much as you, but I do. It's very interesting.
At 4, I like it.
Put a card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand. That's not bad.
For -1.
Right.
Yeah. The fact that you can get the card back with a minus.
Right.
He's a huge target. So as soon as he comes out for 4... You're getting 5 loyalty. Mm-hmm. That's 5 damage that they need to mitigate.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, it's 6 damage if you plus.
Right, he goes up to 6.
So he's mitigating 6 life lost.
So they do have to answer it because it'll be a card engine otherwise.
Oh my god.
But it's not gonna. It's just not gonna win you the game by itself.
No, but it does dig for answers, which is great.
Yeah, that's true. I do like that about it.
So I do think this card will find a home in a modern deck, which is really like, that's where it's like, you did great in standard, Sonny. Now go to modern and see if anybody will deal with you. I don't know why that character is like some weird Scottish-Irish hybrid.
Scottish-Irish thing.
But
the one that I like the best is Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Yeah, that's
now,
cool.
Blue, white, 3 others, so 5 for a loyalty, 4 as it comes in. But his +1 is drawing a card and getting 2 lands untapped that you can use at instant speed after your turn.
Yes.
Put a target non-land permanent into its owner's library. 3rd from the top. Love that.
That's an oust.
Love it.
Yeah.
And 8, his -8, if you can get it off, is essentially you win. You get an emblem with whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent opponent controls. So, I mean, there's already blue-white control decks running around.
Control shell?
It's going to be, it's so, I love this Planeswalker.
It's weird to see everything through the eye of a cube as well. This is another card where it's just like, this is going to show up on MTGO cubes.
For sure.
It's going to definitely be a card in standard. I can't imagine with that ultimate and those abilities that it doesn't find a home.
Well, no, it fits perfectly into all of the blue-white approach decks that are already running around because you just want to get to that approach the second time quicker. So why not have a Planeswalker that drops before you can cast your approach anyway?
Yes.
And is going to let you dig for it.
Quickly.
It's just so... This is the one that I am looking forward to playing the most, looking the least forward to playing against. So, all in all, it is very interesting that before M25 even drops, which is today as you're watching this video, that we already have a huge chunk of the Dominaria set leaked. Very strange.
I know you don't want me to get into it, but, I'm gonna.
Let's go into the attack stat.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tinfoil hat time.
Let's just break this down for a second.
Okay.
We're going to break it down.
Caveat. If you've got your tinfoil hat, whip that sucker out, put it on.
All right. So, Wizards is owned by Hasbro, right?
Correct.
You ready, man?
Yeah, so far you're going real quick with this one.
All right. So Wizards is owned by Hasbro. Right now, Masters 25 comes out, and, you could just see there's a coalition of people that are like, beat the tree, and no tree guarantee. And
I've seen some card shops that are offering a no tree guarantee, where if you open a booster pack with a Tree of Redemption in it, you can see our last video. The card is right up there if you want to see our opinions on Tree of Redemption. you get a free booster pack.
It's not a bad promotion.
No, I actually think it's a really smart idea.
It's a really smart idea from a business standpoint. That is neither here nor there. So as everyone is complaining about Masters 25, which was supposed to be this robust set, it's like cracking into
Not
an
just
old, nice,
supposed to
fine
be,
wine.
They promised that it was going to be.
This is the set you have been waiting for.
Yeah,
that was the quote.
that's
And
the
that
part
was what spurred people to buy cases. People went and they bought cases of this stuff, and there's so many people right now that have buyer's remorse. They wish they hadn't, spent money on this because it really is lackluster. There's a lot of apologists out there. I know you, MTG Finance guy, we're best buds. But there's a lot of people out there that are going to say, look, it's really not that bad.
Right.
But the set is comparable, save Jason Mind Sculptor, to Iconic Masters, which you can buy for $130 a box right now, which is just about half of MSRP, which is deplorable. So in time, once we have all these cards kind of settle out, a bunch of cards that aren't going to rebound, this is going to be a set that's like not that great. So all these people are like, what's going on with Masters 25? It's terrible.
Horrible.
Wizards is going, we can't let this get to daddy.
Which is Hasbro, I think, in this case.
We can't let this info get to daddy because
Right.
daddy is angry and Transformers are not cutting it. Okay? So what do? They go, well, we got that weird, okay, who's that shady guy in China that we can hit up? And they're like, who are you talking about, Gabe? The shady guy in China.
Oh, Paul?
Yeah, Paul. The
Paul?
guy, he lives over there. We'll have Paul leak Dominaria. And everybody will shut up. And Hasbro will just be like, what's going on? And we'll be like, these darn folks over in China, what is going on? And they're like, I heard that Masters 25 is not projected to do that great. And they're like, the weirdest thing happened in China.
Paul's fired, by the way.
Dominaria got leaked. Hey, Paul, this is later on, 3 hours later. How'd it go? Dominaria? How'd it go? Oh, you're gonna get compensated. And Paul's just like, oh, nice. He doesn't even care that he got
So, what I wanted to attack Step this week and talk about the leak and yet again why it keeps happening. We have a dude run out of a factory with a whole sheet of it. We have a guy in China accidentally post the press release.
It's like they find like
weeks
a
early.
random dude and they're like, $500 if you run across the field with this sheet.
It's like, that's it?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of nerds with drones over there.
But
It's
Jake
just like-
wanted to dive into possibly this being a conspiracy theory that Wizards is covering up what is being received poorly in M25 with, we got Dominaria coming out later. Look at this cool Saga card.
Why not leak this set to cover up all the bad?
I hate that the leak happened. I would have preferred that the release of information go like it normally does, where you kind of get it slowly and they work up to it and we get the story and we get all these things in pieces.
They tickle you a little bit while you're
right.
Like you're just kind of like, ooh, that feels.
Which
good.
I'm hoping still happens. It's definitely a bummer. But I mean, it's either like it was a mistake or it wasn't. That's pretty much the only two outcomes. And if it was a mistake, how does this keep happening? And,
I mean, is it literally like they all close up for the day and they go roll a d20 to see if we leave the door unlocked?
It would.
We crit missed. We'll leave the door propped open, and we'll leave special instructions and a $100 bill of how to do it while we're all out of the office.
Wizards, we hate it for you. Fans that didn't want to see leaks, we hate it for you. But it's the world we're living in, and it doesn't make any sense. Either way, neither outcome makes any sense at all. Zero.
It's like they all have these lists of the spoilers, right? And then as they're walking out for the day, they can either throw it out the window or put it in the trash. And somehow they keep dropping it out of the window.
And every day they get back to work, they get handed a new copy of the whole list of cards, and they're like, keep up with that now.
Where's your one from yesterday? Oh, I lost it.
I went to Subway
that's
for
all right.
lunch.
Do a little smack on the hand.
Yeah.
Learn better.
I don't know. As we sneak into our second main phase, like a man leaving a factory with an uncut sheet of cards, we've got M25 coming out this weekend.
Yes.
Peek behind the curtain, yet again, we film a little bit early so I can have this video ready by Friday to show all you fine folks.
Yes.
And we started to see early reports of...
Get ready to put on your surprised pants.
Yeah.
Wear a Depends for
We
this.
started to see early reports of poor card quality, poor ink and printing problems, strange boxes. Rudy over at Alpha Investments Alpha Investments opened up 2 boxes back to back, and with the exception of one mythic, all of the rares and mythics were exactly the same. Now, by the time this video airs, that could have been proven to be fake for him to just get some views. It could have been proven true. It could never be proven true.
Did you say that the cards have poor card quality?
Yes. Hang on. This is my shocked face. I'm shocked. This is my shocked face.
Hold on. Let me work on my shocked face. Mine is more like an upset brother.
And mine is more... And so I'll do one that's like an uncle that's like, you can't be in theater.
Mine will be like, I waited all day for these French fries, and they are soggy and cold, but I don't have the backbone to let them know.
Okay, I'll do one that's like,
You woke me up for this?
Mm-hmm.
so it's like this.
That's good. I'll do one like, we just bought 3 beta fish, and why did they eat each other?
It's like, even though they told you at the store, don't get more than 1 beta fish.
And I don't listen because
You think maybe next time the beta fish won't be bent and have ink problems.
Is it too much to ask?
It is kind of a bummer. As if the set didn't already have enough negativity going for it. It could have used a win, and this could have been a good one to turn the card quality around on. Because here's what it means to me, okay? If the set had been killer, if the set's design had been just been awesome, the card quality still wouldn't have been there.
No, yeah, for sure. I think the card quality at this point is it's crazy. Like, I remember opening expeditions during Battle for Zendikar, and the expedition would just come out of the pack with like a white scratched line down the side of the card where it's just like, What is wrong with that factory cut?
I really hope to not just make it completely negative. I hope that all of this is just early reports and the narrative completely changes to everything was fine, those were early boxes, the card quality's groovy.
Yeah.
And they finally turned it around. If not, by Dominaria, this has to be fixed. It has to be.
Well, there's so many YouTube channels that talk about card quality.
Yeah, we're not really adding to the discussion here.
But it is interesting because, I remember one of Rudy's videos, he's talking about, like, Wizards is freaking out about this because if they, don't fix it and they admit that there's a problem to it, then it's a class action lawsuit because you're selling damaged product to people and you're not replacing it.
Right.
So they know that card quality is a problem. It's all over all their social media.
Right.
But
there
they
are
need
trolls
to,
that
like,
every time Morrow tweets anything, or the official account tweets anything, or Blake, or anybody, Jarrett, Trick, anybody tweets anything from Wizards, the first thing they go, oh, how about card quality? So it's not like they have missed
when you
the
go
narrative.
and you look back at old cards, it's
all right.
just
Do it, Jake. Pull a random card out of the box over there.
All right,
Random card.
all right.
This is unprompted.
What is this? Nemesis?
That's Nemesis. Is it? No, that's Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
So it's a Dominaria card. There you go. How about that?
So we look at it. The card to this day, nice and straight.
It's from Apocalypse.
It's just, it's got that nice sheen. It's got good centering on both the front and the back. It's just, it looks like a nice quality card.
Right.
And the stock is there. It's not like bendy.
Guys, in a perfect world, this is the last time on this channel we ever have to talk about card quality. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's beating a dead horse. I hope that, the whole topic has just been talked to death. It's just got to be addressed. That's the thing. It's just got to be addressed. And if not by Dominaria, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because this is just supposed to be an enormous set.
Especially if Dominaria is going to have lottery cards as well. It's like,
right.
Get it going.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Moving to the end, stay up!
We've made it to the end of the day. We're gonna go to bed. If you have something else to do, put it out of your head.
I was gonna say, go do that instead.
That's why Joel and I work together here.
That's right. We don't
great
do
songs.
second takes here at Jake and Joel Are Magic. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you spending it with us. If you would be so obliged, hit that subscribe button down there. It would be very, very nice to us. This weekend is GP Phoenix. It is modern, so that means people will watch it.
What's crazy, dude, is there was once a time where GPs would no longer be modern.
Yeah, right. And
but
now
then
it's
people were like, I don't like 8 of the same top 8 deck.
Right. Whatever that was. I think I'm tapped out. I think, you got anything else? Enjoy drafting M25 if you're doing that this weekend. Let us know below if you do that and it's cool.
I totally will be doing it. I'm excited to do
might
it.
as well give it a shot, right? Go get a Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Our local game store, Paper Heroes, is going to be doing drafts for $30.
Nice.
Which is better than some of the other game stores, which is cool.
Yeah, not bad. So let us know how that goes. Otherwise, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. I'm tapped out. Bye!
And I am tapped into the weird.
Whoa.
And if you are too, then do this weird finger dance with me while the video ends. Here's a bunch of credits of people that we don't know. I just picked you into doing the credit sequence.
I'm not doing a credit sequence, but I will drop it to the end screen.